Okay, we're going to pick up a couple spares. We've got another attic video, but this is the upper attic. I'm going to kind of work my way down. Also, because this is the condensing unit video. Also, I usually like to work myself counterclockwise. I usually like to work myself bottom to up, front to back. But we're going to do this a little different here because of the layout. So we got loose fill rock wool insulation about 8 inches. We got mouse trails going through the insulation. Okay, our soffit vents do not have baffles. Our purlins are undersized, and we kind of expected that. We kind of expected undersized purlins for the age of the building. And then we've got, at one time this is a wood shingle roof, so we've got plywood over bat. That's the nailing bat for the old shingle roofs. So when they tore the roof off, they left all this combustible wood in here. All this trash, they just let it fall on the floor and the insulation, compromising the insulation, wrecking the insulation, basically. And that's what's happened. That's what's happened. And we do not have baffles for our soffit vents, so that the air has been raking dust over this insulation. This insulation is a wreck. It's a wreck. I mean, could you leave it alone? Probably. Somebody's been leaving it alone for a long time. It's time. It's just time. It all needs to be vacuumed out. The ventilation needs to be improved. That's what needs to happen. Alright, mices need to be removed. Okay, I got another spare over here. I'm going to jump fast forward. This is the clothes dryer vent. It's not supposed to be flexible. It's not supposed to have combustible cloth tape on it. And then on the roof video, you see that it has the improper cap. All those things are going wrong with the clothes dryer. All those things. But this is the HVAC system, the indoor air handler, and we're also going to talk about the air duct. This is where you used to come up from the middle bedroom closet to service the air conditioning unit. It's all been painted closed. Even if you could open it, you can't get past the air duct because they put the air duct in here. They added a bunch of air duct because most of this air duct is this old gray plastic sheath stuff. Okay? Obsolete, discontinued. Class action lawsuit's been settled a long time ago. No money left. And look what it does. It just peels and wrecks. And that's for this unit, the upstairs unit, and for the back unit. Not for the front unit. But these two systems, the first two systems that we're going to be looking at, that's what we're talking about. You're supposed to have a continuous, and they got rid of this guy, and this is not continuous. You're supposed to have a continuous walkway to service the HVAC indoor air handler. You don't have that. You know what this is right here? This black stuff right here? That's gas line. You want people stepping on your gas line? I don't want people stepping on my gas line. It's not what I want happening. Maybe you want people stepping on your gas line. I don't know. Some people like explosions and stuff. You know, live dangerously. You know, if you're not on the edge, you're taking up too much space and all that. Pop culture, nomenclature. Nomenclature. Alright, I get delirious when it's so hot up here. It is piping hot in this attic because it's not ventilated right. We got some gray plastic. Our air filter, we're upstairs, this little 2-ton system. The air filter is 16 by 25 by 1. It's dirty. I looked at it, trust me. I'm not opening this furnace because it's taped up. It's taped up. I'm not going to do no harm. I can't put it back like I found it. So I'd like to. That's what I'd like to do. And coming on along here, I think I should have taken a picture of this. Maybe see if I can do it with my phone. At least I can get a picture of the evaporator coil, can I? Come on, bud. Try and get a picture of the evaporator coil. There we go. Alright. So here we go. We do not have a care and use manual. This one's different than the other two. See this nice gray stuff right here? Well, they haven't used that in 100,000,000 years. They haven't. Why? Because, I don't know, something about a school blowing up in Oklahoma. Everybody didn't like it after that. I don't know. So that should have been replaced. It should have been replaced when this unit was replaced. If this unit is as old, as young, similar age as the condensing unit outside, that should have been replaced. Why it wasn't replaced? They bothered to add a drip leg to the gas line. That's a good thing. That hasn't been required that long ago. Well, why wasn't this replaced? Why wasn't that connector replaced? So you got a gray plastic connector. Speaking of connectors, let's reach up underneath here. Yeah, we got one. Okay. Now what else? What else? Okay, this is the evaporator coil. It uses the 410A. We know that's that smaller unit that's outside in the video that you're about to see. Our primary evaporator drain line does not have a P-trap, and our primary evaporator drain line is not insulated. So what did we learn? We learned the gas line was in the way. We learned that we don't have a care and use manual. We learned that we have a dirty air filter. We learned that we've got a dangerous gas connector. We learned that our primary doesn't have a P-trap and it's not insulated. That's what we learned. Now, this is the only one, but this one's actually supported. This flue is actually supported. We're just kind of going on here. We're kind of, watch it. This is going to be the safety video. Not supposed to have cloth tape on your air conditioning fluid connections. That's okay. Even if it stayed, it's anyway. I'm gonna crawl down here. Is that continuous? That's not continuous. That's not continuous. Let me just step over this. Oh, I got some more gas line. See this gray piping that goes through the attic? That's for the whole house vacuum system. And we don't inspect those. Here's an interesting thing. While I'm sitting here and we're doing the attic, those are called collar beams. Every other rafter. Oh, we're coming to the valleys here. Never mind. I get carried away. Now, speaking of carried away, let's just see if I can possibly, the Flying Zambino brothers, all over these electrical wires, keep from passing out, find a ladder that I shouldn't need, try to safely navigate that ladder. Coming on down, we're going to the north indoor air handler. While this is not ideal, I can't really find a reference to saying not ideal. So to get up here, now you're supposed to have a 30-inch service platform in front of the indoor air handler, and like the upstairs, you just don't have it. That one's not continuous. This one just doesn't exist. Like the one upstairs, the furnace cover is taped on, so we're not going to deal with that. I can't put it back like I found it. Do no harm. Unlike the one upstairs, our furnace flue, can get some daylight up there. Can you see that? If daylight can get through there, water can get through there. So our furnace flue is not properly supported. Somebody wants to call me while I'm up here dying from exhaustion? Okay, good home, this is Bud. I'm sorry, hello? No. Okay. So our air filter is here. It's a little larger. It's the largest air filter. The other two are 2 inches, but this is how you get into it. It's 20 by 25 by 4. It's also the cleanest one. I don't know why. Maybe people just like this one because it's so, I don't know, but I'm still dirty as far as I'm concerned. Says that it was replaced in 91. I'm sure it was replaced since then. I don't even know if they had. Yeah, they did. Okay, I get carried away. I do. So our flue is not properly supported. We got daylight around the flue. Our primary evaporator drain line does not have a P-trap like the one upstairs. Our primary evaporator drain line is not insulated like all three of them. It's kind of hard to get the model and serial number on this because the mastic sealer is all around there. We still got the wrong type of refrigerant insulation on the piping even inside the home. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Some more of that gray stuff I was talking about. I can't talk enough about it. We're going to talk some more. I'm going to talk about some lights and things, but not just yet. I'm trying to maximize my trips here. Whatever. Trying to do the right thing. Remember when I was in the attic just a moment ago and I was talking about the ceiling access? This is the one that's got the air duct over it, and it's been painted closed, so I wasn't going to open it because I'm not going to break the paint seal. But even if I had opened it, I couldn't get through it because you got the air duct over it. So this would be the middle bedroom. This is what I'm calling the middle bedroom. You can use it, doesn't have to be a bedroom. We're coming over here to the south bedroom. That's what I'm calling the south bedroom. And through the closet. This is the third indoor air handler. This is the front one. This is the front one. And I was able to take this off. I was able to read the data plate, and that information will be baked into the inspection report. This unit is similar to the one that's downstairs, and the fact that we do not have any support on the flue, and that we can see daylight around the flue. Again, if daylight can get in, water can get in. What's different from this unit is it was installed obviously at a different time, and we do not have the gray flexible duct. We do not have that. So, yay, we don't have gray flexible duct. Now I'm going to jump. We still got the debris in the attic. Still got the debris. In fact, you know, we're not even going to have an attic video. Between the water heaters and the air conditioners, we're going to talk enough about the attic. So we certainly are. This one's different than the upstairs one in the fact that the gas line's not in the way. It's a smaller air filter, and this one is filthy. 14 by 25. I opened it up. I saw it. It's filthy. This one is different than the other ones in that it actually has a P-trap right there for the primary drain line. That's what you're supposed to have. Now it's a shame it's not insulated. See all that, googly muck growing on it? See that? And also it should be a deep P-trap. Close, but no banana. You got a P-trap, but you got a shallow one. Some manufacturers do not recommend a shallow one. And we got some water stains coming through here. Got a little bit of water dripping, condensation, because we don't have that. Got this pan. Look at this pan right here. Is that water? Looks like water to me. Looks like water to me. That felt good. This attic is hot. I don't know if you got to it yet. Have you seen the garage ceiling? It's a big old square. What happened there? Can somebody explain why the garage ceiling looks like we had a water event? Because it does. Looks like we got some repairs. That's what it looks like. Okay, properly supported. We do not have a care and use manual up here. Now this one's a little different than the other ones. It just has this little moldy P-trap, but the connector's loose on the bottom right here. So we got a loose connector, and then coming on along, we got some white can lights that'll be in the water heater video. But see the leads on this one? See the leads on that? See the wires hanging out of that ceiling canister light right there? Alright, it's not supposed to be like that. Does that look safe to you? It doesn't look safe to me. It doesn't look safe to me at all. I'm not going to say it's expensive, but you know what? You didn't have to do it that way. It wouldn't have been really difficult to do it right. I'm just saying. Oh, look at there. Keep going, bud. Keep going, because we don't have an attic video. So we got a hip ridge right over here, and somebody cut a big old hole in that thing. Why did they do that? To get through there or something? They notched it on the stress side of the board. Right there, look at that. Stress side of the board. That's pretty amazing. So that makes it weak right there. Alright. I mean, will the house live? It'll probably live. Probably won't fall down all at once. Probably won't fall down all at once. Probably good to go for a while. Should you put that notch there? No, you shouldn't have put that notch there. It wasn't supposed to go there.